What is up, guys? Bob Gare here, and I'm going to try drafting a little vintage cube. I don't know how it's going to go. I have some experience in cube, but not vintage cube, and I'm not going to say I'm the best cube drafter ever, but hopefully it'll be fun. Hopefully we'll get to see some neat cards. Alright, what did we get? Mystical Tutor I like. That's not bad. Mishra's Workshop. Ooh, Mishra's Workshop's pretty cool. Oh man, Lotus is probably first pickable too. Got some good mono green payoffs. This goes in every deck and it's really good. Don't see it much else that looks good to me. I think this, the green cards, the lightning bolt's always decent. I don't think I'm passing up anything so good that it's ridiculous. Mishra's Workshop is the only one I'm looking at and going, oh man, I wish I could have both, but I think I'm going to take Gilded Lotus here. Feels a little safer in case I don't end up in the artifacts deck. What do I want from this pack? Stoneforge is powerful if you get the right payoffs. Council's Judgment is one of the best removals. Shelldock Isle is great if you're in blue, although it might be a little early to take it. I don't think I'm a Necropotence deck. I've never used Scrollvac, so I don't want to risk that. No real good mono green picks, like Yavimaya Elder is kind of a late pick in green. Sundering Titan is just good in everything. I think I'm gonna grab Stoneforge because I think it might have the highest upside of these three picks that I'm looking at. But I'm not going to push too much towards it until I find a payoff for it. This is kind of the flattest. Like, Sundering Titan's always pretty good, and we have a 3-mana ramp spell already. And, yeah, this feels good, too. I think I'm going to go with the Stoneforge and see if we can hit that upside. Balance is interesting. Tezzeret, probably not good for us. We went white, but there's literally no white cards in the pack. Balance just the upside on balance might be high enough that we take it, especially if we're running a lot of artifact mana. It's just lands, cards, and creatures, so Lotus would not be affected. Neither would any other artifact we got off Stoneforge. Could be some kind of blue control deck, or white control deck rather. Yeah, I just don't see anything else great here. Signet's fine, especially if we ended up being an artifact deck. Show and Tell can be good if we had a payoff. We don't have one yet, no. I always find this card pretty dangerous because most cards run at least some 6 to 10 drop. So you can also kind of screw yourself over a little bit. I think we're going to hedge and go balance here. Not super happy with that pick because I'm just not that big a fan of balance, but it seems alright. Now we're in a place where just none of these seem that good to me. I'm not a big fan of top. I mean, it's fine, but I don't think we care that much. I think if you storm somebody, I mean, I heard somebody say you can just, keep replaying it. That's pretty cool. I like Sphinx's Rev as a thing. If we want to go blue-white control, we could try blue-white control. I mean, we kind of have some of the makings of that. A little bit of ramp and then some white cards that could be good control cards. Yeah, it's a little hard on the mana. What does Heartbeat of Spring do, actually? I don't even know that one. Whenever a player taps land for mana, that player adds... Could go with green ramp still. None of these are kind of... I don't think either of these are really where I want to be in green ramp, though. I think I'm going to go Sphinx's Rev here. Path is good removal. Frost Titan is a good finisher. Those are the ones that jump out to me. I could go other colors, too, still. Rishadan Port can be pretty powerful because there's some really powerful lands, and keeping them tapped down can be kind of good. Certainly wouldn't... Like, if I got this late, I wouldn't, not play it. I don't think I think it's one of these two. I think if we're blue-white Sphinx's Rev and balance, we probably don't want to take the big threat yet, although we will need a big threat. But I think we're on the more of the Path to Exile plane here. Not the best removal, but it's alright. Not in our colors. Which sword is this? 2/2 and has protection from black and green. I mean, the thing is, this kind of deck doesn't really want to be running just a whole bunch of creatures, so that makes Sword a lot worse. Mary Angel feels a little better just because it's an army in a can. Hopefully we'll get some sweepers at some point. Thirst for Knowledge is the other one I would consider, although I only have one artifact to go with it right now. But it's also just an instant speed. Even if it's just an instant speed, draw 3, discard 2, it's not terrible. Yeah, let's go Thirst. Ooh, Gideon. I think that might be a pick. This is the other option. Oh, and Geist. Well, Geist would have been good with the sword. I'm not sure it's good at this point. These two are the ones that jump out to me. I think I'm going to take Gideon. It's a threat. Never Know's Disc isn't terrible either, but Gideon's a threat, and it can also shut down a big opposing creature for a turn. Not a bad land. Both of these look really good as kind of like finisher creatures. I have a instant to go with it right now. It's only instants, right? I guess I have 2. So it could get Thirst or that. Oh, man, both of these seem really good. This is a mana cheaper, so I'm kind of feeling that, but Trenchell's a good finisher with Flash that lets us get extra value out of our instants. I could see going either of these. I'm gonna go Trenchell. I'm not sure if that's right. Actually, very well might not be right. Here, there's just really nothing for us unless we want to go a third color. If I was gonna go a third color, I'd probably go black. I could get Angler just because we might have a lot of stuff to discard, so maybe that's a good sideboard card. It's just a beater we can play for 1 mana while still holding up whatever else we're holding up. This would make the black splash easy. I don't see anything else here we want. Oh wow, we got cut pretty hard on blue and white, it looks like. Let's take Shardless Agent here. I don't think we want Buried Alive. I don't think we're doing Reanimator even if we're in black. Well, maybe we just, maybe this just isn't working out. We need to move into something else. It looked really good for the first, this has a lot of upside. I'm going to take Necrotal. I think black is our third color, if we end up having to be a third color. But yeah, if we only got 8 playables out of that first pack, we're in kind of rough shape. Well, we got the Emeria Angel. I think that is very playable for us. 9 playables is much more reasonable. That means we would end with 27, which is a totally fine deck. This goes to the sideboard. We don't have any fixing at all. We are only 2 colors, so it's not the worst, but it would be nice to get some fixing. Looks like blue might be getting cut. White seemed relatively open. That's why I got a lot of good white cards. Blue was a little harder, but I did get some good blue cards. Maybe passing the double blue dragon was a mistake. Gonna put somebody else in that probably too. But we'll play him as we get him. Hopefully we get some power here, or Library of Alexandria, or something nifty. Alright. Ooh, Consecrated Sphinx. Do I go Consecrate? Oh wow, there's a bunch of cards here I like. Consecrated Sphinx jumps out as a good finisher that draws you a ton of cards. Does feel pretty good. Mind's Desire is not really where I want to be. Then Search for Azcanta and Jace Prince Prodigy. I think both of these get better in, like, not our deck. Solemn Simulacrum is kind of an honorable mention too. I would love to get him back. I wouldn't be surprised if we get like nothing back from this, but I'm gonna slam the Consecrated Sphinx. That can be our second big finisher. We probably want like 3 finisher kind of guys. We also got to still stay out on the lookout for a cool thing to fetch with. Well, I could fetch Skullclamp. Skullclamp's one of my least favorite of this kind of effect, and we are like kind of a balanced deck. We're not trying to run a ton of creatures. Banishing Light also very good. Selfless Spirit's pretty good, although probably not really for this deck. The same with Smuggler's Copter. And I guess Skullclamp has the same problem where it's like, we're not really the creature deck right now. We're really trying to be a control deck. Oh, I love Control Magic too. Ooh, actually, I think I'd go Control Magic over Banishing Light. I think I just take Control Magic here. I think that's what I want. Yeah, I'll snap off a Control Magic. Glenalendra. Ooh, I love Glenalendra. She's an army in a can, which is kind of nice. I like Riftwing too, but I think Glenalendra is too good. We're kind of loading up at the 4 slot now. We're going to have to get some cheaper stuff at some point. Got to keep remembering equipment. I mean, I guess I could have gotten Skullclamp just because it goes well with Stoneforge. We also don't have a whole lot of counterspell or anything, which would be kind of nice to have in this kind of deck, but that's alright. I'd like that, and I'd like some Wraths. I feel like we're not doing that much early. A couple more instants to go with Torrential would be nice too. If we don't get at least a few more, it's going to be a little hard to play. We only have, these are the only 2 right now. That was a hard pick, but yeah, I just like Glenalendra. Like, this could even be the wrong pick. I just have, I don't know. I just have a thing for her, I guess. Oh snap. I do. Gideon, ally of Zendikar is not bad. I don't think we want a Kozilek. Don't know why that's not loading. This is a good removal, but oh, True Name Nemesis is so good. It's not really for our deck, but I think it can just win games on its own sometimes. And even balance, I don't mind just balancing and keeping my True Name, getting rid of all the other stuff. I think I'm going to take True Name here. There's a land, doesn't really help us though. Yeah, I'm going to grab True Name Nemesis. Now I'm just in the realm of like, I had like some kind of strategy, and now I'm just like, screw the strategy, I'm just going to take cards I like. But, whatever, right? It'll be fine. Everything is gonna be fine. Alright, next pick. Reflector Mage is a card I like quite a bit. Sword doesn't feel as bad anymore, and this is one of the best swords. Protection from blue and red. Deal 2 damage to target creature, player, and draw a card. So I could just take Sword. It works well with my Stoneforge. That's what I'm leaning towards right now. I don't think Augur makes it work. With Peel's not bad, although it doesn't work with Torrential because it has an X. Reflector Mage or Sword? I think I want Sword. We could always cut like the balance and go a little creature heavy too. We're a little short on our low drops right now. It'd be really nice to get a Swords to Plowshares or something. But now, Stoneforge with the Sword of Fire and Ice at least feels like... Oop, I kicked that. I didn't mean to kick that over there. Thalia, Guardian of Thraben doesn't seem good in our deck. But everything that I would normally want is cut, including most of the black. I could see taking Thalia. Probably a sideboard card since we have not that many creatures and a lot of spells, but... You know, against Storm, you could bring it in. That might be the best thing for us here, because I don't really want to go into any of this other stuff. I don't think we're Emrakooling. I mean, I could take Emrakul. It would be kind of cool to play, but I just don't think it's realistic to get that high. I don't think we're going to have enough different types going to the graveyard. Yeah, I'm gonna get Thalia for the sideboard, I think. Not ideal, but it is what it is. How many do we have here? 14? Alright. We need a few more playables in this. Declaration of Stones is definitely a playable blue-white land. No, that's what I got. Oh, but Counterspell? Oh man. I really want Counterspell. That works so well with Torrential too. But there's a Tundra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm getting one thing back. I'm not getting either of these two back for sure. I'm probably getting like Thragtusk is even. I'm probably getting Mesmeric Fiend back. Or yeah, I don't know. This is a pretty stacked pack. Maybe Secret of the Whale I'll get back, which I actually might play. Oh, my mana is so bad right now. I just have... I mean, I'm only a 2-color deck, but I need more 2-drops. Wow, that was a rough one to get those 2 in, because I think I would have taken this over the last 2 or 3 picks. And I would have taken that land over the last 2 or 3 picks. Just got them together. Didn't feel good. Trinket Mage doesn't do anything for me currently. Silverblade Paladin is pretty mediocre in this deck. Revelark. Power 2 or less. What has power 2 or less? This does. This doesn't. This doesn't. This does. Return 2. There's only 2 cards in my whole deck that even hits. Yikes. This is a really bad one. Trinket Mage I could go in case I get a low drop. Trinket. I'm going to go Silverblade. I'm probably not going to play it. I'm going to actually leave it in the sideboard for now, but if I have to play it, I have to play it. Flooded Strand or Solemn Simulacrum. Both fix me. Both are pretty good. How am I doing on playables? 15. So I need 7 in the last pack in order to make a workable deck. It's probably correct to take mana here. I love Solemn, though. I'm going to go one more creature. Banishing Light. Skullclamp doesn't feel so bad. It's another target for Stoneforge. I don't know if we have anything that it really hits. I guess we could kill our Trinian Menaces to draw 2 cards. That doesn't really help. Yeah, the problem is Skullcamp was just not really a good deck for. I think I take Banishing Light, although I do love me a Smuggler's Copter. I don't think I have enough creatures to crew a Smuggler's Copter. Riftwing feels really good. I really like Riftwing. Okay, what do these do? Well, we came in strong towards the end and got a lot of playables. I really like Reflector Mage too. Alright. Not playing either of these. I guess I'll take Nature's Claim for the sideboard. Shining Burning Rage in the sideboard. Alright, well, we have almost a playable deck now. Now I can actually start getting lands, although it might be too late. I think I passed 2 of the best lands in that last set. But if we see some blue-white lands, we'll probably just take them over almost anything now. Well, I get a Mox if I want it. I probably do. There are some very good cards here. I wouldn't mind a Tamiyo. Dig Through Time's great. Restoration Angel is actually really good in this deck. Reset Glenalendra. Reflector Mage, or what was the other one I just saw? Riftwing. So it would be really good. You could even flicker this if we end up getting another artifact, but I think it's got to be just Mox to speed up our mana a little bit, because we don't have a lot of mana speed. Even though it's an off-color Mox, I think it's still worth it over Tameo and Restoration Angel. Although, like I said, both of them are pretty damn good in this deck. Hopefully we'll wheel one. I don't think it's likely given the pack. Could take Mox Diamond too, but I don't think Mox Diamond is worth it. I think it's better just to go Mox Emerald. Colonnade, oh my god. And there's a Mole Drifter. I love Mole Drifter. Oh, that sucks. Well, I think we're still going to Colonnade here. We're kind of a control-y blue-white deck, and it'll be a good finisher, and it fixes for us. So I think this is just a no-brainer. This one's a little tricky. We got the blue-white Signet, which would be really good, and we have Wrath of God, which would be really good. We did end up with quite a big creature base, so Wrath of God's not as good as it might be. I'm gonna go Signet. Speed us up a little bit. I could play Iona as a fair card. I could play Moat. I think Moat might end up in the sideboard. Oh, Treachery? Are you kidding me? There's a Treachery in this pack? Take Treachery. That's an easy one. That's an easy one. Mana Leak might just be worth it. Land tax at the beginning of your upkeep if an opponent controls more lands than you. You may search your library for up to 3 basic land cards to reveal them and put them into your hand. If you do so, shuffle your library. I don't think I'm on the lane tax plan. I think I'd rather do something more proactive than that. Let's put in the Mana Leak. Again, another thing to go with our Torrential over there. This does not look like it has a lot for us. In fact, it has very little. I could get a fetch land and hope that, I don't know, this fetch land would be terrible for us. Get Soulfire Grandmaster. It doesn't really do anything for us. I guess it gives us buyback on our spells if we have a ton of mana, which at some point we might. It could help us grind out games, and it could just be, we don't have that. I guess we do have quite a few 2-drops now. This is probably more realistically here. This is pretty realistically a 2-drop. What else would I even want? I got 9 seconds to decide. I could go Godpharaoh's Gift, but again, it's a little hard for me to imagine playing Godpharaoh's Gift. Maybe it's just better here. I don't know. Neither of them are terribly good. Oh! Another blue-white land. I think that's probably better than Turnabout for us. I mean, this generates us a little extra mana, but we're not doing anything that high on mana, so let's just grab... I think we were just grabbing Seachrome Coast. So we got a lot more fixing in the last couple packs. And then this is kind of a preference pick. I think we might just want another big beater. We're a little low on top end, which is all right. It's like all right to like have a bunch of draw, so we just don't care that much about top end. But I think we want Baneslayer over Wall of Omens. I think normally I'd put Wall of Omens higher, but yeah, I think we want the Baneslayer here. Godpharaoh's Gift definitely in the sideboard. Probably not playing it. Oh yeah, and I usually put lands in the sideboard just so that I don't count them towards my. So we're gonna have a few cuts to make. I guess this counts as a land maybe. So we're at 24. I don't think I'm gonna count these two as lands. So probably one cut to make. It might even be Balance. Balance is a card that I always am kind of meh on. Yep, this was the first pack. Restoration Angel is one of the ones I really wanted. I think it goes really well in this deck, so I'm gonna grab that. Seems correct to me. Our deck's going to be pretty fair for Vintage Cube, so it's quite possible it won't do very well. There's definitely some issues with having a fair deck, but could be okay. We're in white and we don't have any sweepers. Doesn't feel great, but I think it'll be okay. Got a few playable sideboard cards even. I was really worried that white-blue was not open, but it kind of opened up in the later packs. Only a few picks left, so this is pretty much what our deck is going to look like. Unburial Rites is pretty nice. I don't know how much we can make it work. I could take Angel for the sideboard, probably never playing it. I guess I'll take Angel. None of these are, I mean, basically none of these are making our deck. We're not playing green, so none of those are good. We're not playing red. I guess we take the land that we don't play. I guess if we ever want to splash red, we could play that land. Does not seem likely, though. So the last few picks are seemingly dead picks, but this Restoration Angel pickup was really good. Alright, Moat was a card I was thinking about taking early, and I'm definitely going to snap it up here. I think it's actually pretty good. Well, we can't run any of them, but we'll take the land again in case for some reason we want to splash. Looks like green was really open. Maybe I should have been green. Take Eternal Witness there. Alright, we get a Blooming Marsh. Again, probably won't play. Got a whole bunch of fixing at the end for lands that we're probably not going to use, but that's alright. Only 1/1 drop. Didn't get any real. I guess we got a mock, so I shouldn't say we didn't get any real power because we did. But these are the lands coming in, which for a 2-color deck, I think this fixing is probably actually totally fine. Balance, I'm still not sure about. That's the most likely one for me to put in the main board, but I think I'm probably going to cut it. All right. Well, I'm going to build this deck a little bit. What do I want to take out? I have 1 cut. I think I need all my high-end stuff, which is... This is really a 2-drop. I think I might cut a Maria Angel for now. It doesn't feel the greatest. I mean, it could be alright. True Name Thirst. Thirst is also not great in this deck, but I still like having instant speed, draw some stuff. We have 2 counter spells too to hold up. I think this is it. I think this is the deck. Unexpectedly Absent is probably more like a 3-drop. So really we have like 2 5-drop threats, a couple 4-drop threats, a couple high-end threats. Sort of Fire and Ice that we can get with our Stoneforge Mystic, which doesn't feel great. Our Stoneforge is not good. I mean, the Stoneforge actually, maybe the Stoneforge is just the cut. Maybe it's better to just cut that and put in either Maria Angel. That actually might just be better. I mean, it would be nice to consistently get the sword, but I don't know if I just run it like this because that's awkward too. Well, I'll figure it out in a minute. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Hey guys, BobGar here. I just really wanted to quickly say, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. If you enjoy my content in general and would like to see more of it, subscribe. I'll be coming out with more content in the future. And please leave me comments and let me know what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, both in terms of production and in terms of my play and my deck building and all that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys next time.